Yeah. What is this? Imagine, yo. See, now I think you cross street to the left. Yeah, don't take anything to Felipe Spain or Queen, the Queen. She's not with us anymore. Like,
at a dinner like this in the open,
work-wise.
Raising a lot of concern that maybe they should have gone into a secure room.
Oh, she is the divorce and she won, huh?
But the Congress is important too. The judiciary is important too.
Whatever. They're still getting divorced.
Companies across the state.
I think there's a divorce with her daughter and she won. But whatever. We're not working with her offices anymore. If you want work, you Beltran, President C. Who else is it? Coy Lee, Alex Vaughn. You gotta meet with George W. Bush. Cause somehow I have like 4 or 5 teams around me, and they would fuck you up or something. That's not mine. So as soon as you come in and you want to meet for business, it's tough as shit. So meet with George W. Bush. He's more available in the field and around the neighborhood. Like around the neighborhood, like 2 minutes away. I don't know, they just concentrate on me, dude.
The outcome of Prince Kate, the way he's got another year to go. I mean, November.
So once you verify the work, George W. Bush, one of y'all turn it in to me. I don't work with Jared Hudak and all them. They need to meet with me personally too. If they don't, then it's no good, because usually they're the one who set it up. It's his grandkids that won't let people in. So nobody else has a problem. Like no one like. Shit, it's recorded wrong. But the wording's wrong, but the meaning is still good. Dude. But all the offices around the world. Let me check real quick. Give me some news, dude. They're copying their step procedures and protocol. Yeah, but they don't have the experience like y'all. So it's gonna crash, dude. Fucking. It's 12 o'clock. Yeah, you should have marked it.
Needs to be carefully evaluated to ensure they do not hurt us at home.
I think they're gonna move forward with all the scams. With no experience. So they're gonna fucking, like, now they're gonna rob the offices, which has, like, government officials there. And then they're gonna go take out government officials? Yeah, they short their scam and fraud hack team even more.
Objectively speaking, I don't believe anyone can reasonably argue that Mr. Mnuchin is unqualified for this position. So I hope we don't have those types of...
So I guess the whole economy does good when we combat them.
He has 3 decades of experience working in the financial sector in a wide variety
Because if anybody did, that's the only part that lost is people
demonstrating an ability to make tough decisions
that listen to him.
Accountable. And he has a reputation for being a problem solver and an excellent communicator. Indeed, we have heard from numerous organizations...
So the Philippines is where they're blaming. my advice is they blame their, just let, usually when they blame the players, they'll let their guys go. So just tell them we didn't do it, and tell the Filipino community I back it, I support it, and the international community, like all Asia Pacific. The people are there, so buy into the Philippines.
It ended with the NFL handing the Super Bowl trophy to Brady.
Buy investments there, and invest there.
Texas law is similar to North Carolina law HB2. That's the law that prompted the NBA to pull this weekend's All-Star game from the state to New Orleans. And according to Forbes, that move costing the region $100 million. The NCAA removed 7 championships from the state this season, including 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. Estimated in...
I don't have none of my shit ready. American, what you say about me? Not getting my news.
Senate Finance Committee, but
What do you think I get it? That
Listen,
place.
our problem is not that we have not been telling people what we believe.
That place. CNN and who else I get? News from CNN.
She recently spoke with Dr. This with our own Chris Wallace a few weeks back.
So we don't sign. Make sure we don't sign with anything under Donald Trump, the president. If it's not with him, it's hard as hell to get a meeting with the president anyway, even former president, without all the fucking people sobbing.
Or the expulsion of diplomats.
Our chief national
Only
security
sign
correspondent, Jennifer
still
Griffiths,
with
sort this out for us. She's live at the Pentagon with more reporting on it.
their
Jennifer?
name. Don't sign with
Jenna, a senior
impersonator's
West
name,
Wing
or
source tells me National
the
Security
person
Advisor
isn't gonna cover or go through with the deal with you. So it's gonna, the company's gonna short.
Texas, you might see just about anything around Texas, Thursdays and Saturdays.
And the person that will rip you off, take off with your money, also.
According to this source, the vice president accepted Flynn's apology. When asked about rumors that Flynn would be gone by the end of the week, this source said wrong and said they would strongly push back on that rumor, describing it as gossip and palace intrigue, all squawk. The president had a 2-hour meeting with Flynn this morning in which he turned to Flynn and asked his advice on various national security issues, I'm told. This West Wing official told me the president and vice president were not happy, but he is not going to be gone by the end of the week. But there was not much public support from White House officials this weekend, fueling the notion that Flynn's job could be on the line.
That's a question for the president. That's a question.
If the wife gets something wrong, the husband can't cover it, dude.
He still has a way out of this situation.
But the husband is joined in the civil suit with where people are following things wrong. Like the wife committed the crime, but they blame it on the husband also. And the wife went to hire an impersonator to cover it.
The Antarilla stepping.
Ex-wife?
Randy, on better vetting of those who try to come into this country, the Chief Counsel of the American...
It's normal, dude. They threaten to kill you as long as you don't cause anyone to get killed. They won't. They suddenly remember the 4 guys that they did it to. That does, like, move forward with intent and force that they have to deal with. So then, like, they give you a thing sometime when they may get it.
and then it gets out of
Give them time, leeway, and routes out, like, to take off.
Memories are never going to leak.
But they have to leave the property back.
Be on someone depending.
China.
And I know you didn't do it, so that their family doesn't get chases the wrong person, and then the 4 or 5 guys that are looking for him come out of them. Some of them even leave a note to clear up clients' names.
We need to get to the bottom of just what he discussed with the Russian ambassador, but his explanation now that he doesn't remember whether he talked about sanctions just isn't.
Of slaves via the Underground Railroad. After the Civil War ended, she settled in New York, where she continued to fight.
I always
Whenever they scream out a group of names, the trend lately, it's not that group. It's a good real thought. It's a general area to look for of who's guilty. I found like 5 of the younger ones that are all related to Jerry Hudak. So it's a general area. Because we usually let them go as long as they're classified under 55 years old, like without experience. But it's repetitive with the paperwork fraud. So
Today, the
we
U.S.
gotta
Money
catch them.
Reserve is
No.
releasing official gold American Eagle coins at
Anyway,
price
we
of only
leave.
$129 each. These government-issued gold coins are
Paula
official
Sniper,
U.S. legal tender,
Benjamin
made from
Salisbury.
solid gold mined here in America and fully backed by the United States government for their gold weight,
Who else is it?
purity, and content. Call now to purchase
Tweet
your gold
Wong,
American Eagles
Vanessa
for the
Hudgens,
amazing price of only
Genuine.
$129 each. Gold is now on sale at prices unseen in years, and 2016 could be one of the greatest gold buying opportunities of all time. Call now while vault inventory remains. As one of the largest U.S. gold coin distributors in the country, the U.S. Money Reserve has proudly served hundreds of thousands of clients worldwide. Do not delay. Call now to purchase your gold American
6
for
kids.
the amazing price of only
Sean
$129
Rodriguez.
each.
6 kids. Counted like fucking
Welcome back to Power Lunch.
thousands I deal
Outrage
with.
is
So
once again brewing in the drug world after Marathon Pharmaceuticals slapped an
it shows up every day.
$89,000 price tag on its Duchenne muscular dystrophy drug. In some cases, that's a 70-fold
6 young
increase.
adults. Like,
Now Congress
6
wants some answers.
people.
We're
We're not gonna punish everybody with
Hey
them
guys, this is what
pursuing it.
of course, after pharmaceutical
Keep moving
executives
forward
met with
onto
President Trump at the White House, and the chief topic
maybe
there
an
was drug
organization.
pricing. This, of course, outcry coming at a time when the drug industry needs it the least. Here's the story. Marathon Pharmaceuticals is a private drug company. They acquired this drug, which is not approved in the United States. It's called Deflazacort. It is approved in other countries, available, some say, for about $1,000 a year. Now, the company did some additional studies, got it approved in the United States, and put an $89,000 a year price tag on it. Now, Congressman Elijah Cummings and Senator Bernie Sanders want answers. They're sending a letter to the CEO of Marathon, asking for information about how they reached the price of this drug and how much they stand to gain from this, saying, quote, we urge you to significantly lower your price for this
I
drug
don't know
before it
about
goes on
this.
the market next
Hey, somebody
month.
give me a briefing on the drugs.
Government
Any
grade
drug,
exclusivity,
89,000. It's interesting.
a widely available drug for $89,000 a year is unconscionable. There are a few really interesting things about this. So this drug
Thursday at 10, only on CNN. The truth behind Anna Nicole's last days is revealed. Hill Harper, how it really happened.
Don't tell me the owner of
neither
like I
client
date
sites get faster
the
review.
owner's daughter? The owner? I'm not embarrassing. See how I look and dress?
We work tirelessly to deliver to you sound how you want.
He's found a great station. It's great to have
Dude.
really think about it. But Michael, we ended our conversation, Michael, last week with talking about if Donald.
So with Pentagon and Pregnancy's case, it's just somebody else doing things. And then
Some analysts are predicting that could be priced around $300,000 a year. Yeah, or even more because it's priced on weight. Some analysts say some patients could.
And then following it, it's part of. See, they want to join their fault. It's just misfollowing and everything. I think they surround them at their house. Not even the office where they're protected.
This drug is a steroid, so a lot of patients with PMD use steroids.
Dickie Chilling also.
And help kind of slow down the muscle weak
symptoms as opposed to actually trying to stave off the developing disease.
That's right. That's right.
So usually the firing at Donald Trump is enough. It's if they say it's us, then it's
for years, whereas they say Marathon, some folks say Marathon bought the drug and raised the price.
Amazing. Okay, we're gonna talk
It's
about
impersonated.
Apparently we have no more time. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thanks, Ralph.
Working on them is also the same thing.
Flood watches are in effect for parts
Usually I
of
meet with him
California.
personally.
Thousands are being evacuated. We're going to bring you the very latest
So if
on
he
the
doesn't show up,
hurricane
no, we're not working with,
California,
we're not gonna
so many
sign
warning
him.
signs.
We're not gonna, we can't take your word that the president will sign with Yahoo. It's no good to us.
Investment opportunity doesn't sleep, so neither do we. With over
For
600
you.
experts across the globe,
No.
no matter where or when opportunity emerges, we're actively at work to help you seize it.
Not even his
Hamilton
kids do.
Investments, gain from our perspective.
QuickBooks introduces Jeanette and her new global wedding business. At first, getting paid was tough until she got QuickBooks. Now she sends invoices, sees when they've been viewed, and ta-da, paid twice as fast. See how at QuickBooks.com.
We know that this problem started with the prescription painkiller problem.
It's a very good day in the emergency department if I don't see a heroin overdose. I haven't had one of those days in a long time.
So usually the one that y'all can talk to in the field now, is just on Bush, is
In North America, Europe, and Asia. Options,
for
features,
Beltran.
dozens of markets, hundreds of brokers. How can you stand
Because they're using the salt team, so those are big calorie generals. Coy Lee, Alex Vaughn,
Cost orders 24 hours a day and 24
two-person, George W. Bush, Majin Yo.
on any device.
I think those are Steve here.
Interactive brokers.
On this week, Jim Cramer celebrates a new American revolution with the biggest names in tech. Tonight, Intel CEO inside his plans for new jobs in America.
Northern Way? Northern Way should be like NASA security, I guess, if you want.
Millions of Americans suffer with
And Donnie
painful
Yen.
knee arthritis. Whether you have unexplained knee pain or bone-on-bone knee arthritis,
So,
you may want to listen
just
closely
their signature and George W. Bush is good enough.
to
Two signatures
FDA cushioning and pain relief
in my stead.
right between your knee bones to replace your body's natural shock-absorbing fluid. Studies show that doctors not using cutting-edge imaging
Yeah, that's the
can
problem.
completely miss the
But
joint up to 30%
just
of the time.
y'all get together and review it. See George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates is available. They can always get usually get a hold of me, and they'll be able to verify it. Just overview. I pick men because the women are easily assaulted and can't do anything. Please put my little brother Eric Type on and let me review all that work with y'all. Just sitting there at the table with him is good enough, dude. That's how I made it. I sat at the table while they talked about them. What, 5, 10, 15 years?
To block the former Palestinian prime minister from leading his political mission in Libya, but he declined to directly criticize President Trump.
I believe he is the
Eric Tyler's my little brother, dude.
The right zone, at the right moment.
He has qualities that are recognized everywhere. He has a competence that nobody denies.
So, at the office, update with the names of younger. The procedure is to catch the younger one, like to Mimi Ringu Lee, Taewon, Cindy Tran, and it doesn't matter who they are, like who the parents are. Willie, Michelle Rodriguez, I guess. Why does it looks always out?
That's the news update this hour. I'll send it back to you guys, Ty.
All right, thanks
Welcome
very
back.
much. Yeah, thank you very much.
James Wynn, Nick
Our now
Cannon.
developing story out in California. Watch these pictures. Crews are working to repair an eroding dam. Thousands of residents have been forced to evacuate. NBC's Steve Patterson has the list.
And catch all our guys or kids too, the same way. Just let them go, but make note that they did fall fraud, and maybe they're used by another team. Maybe they're just used to doing things themselves. But don't pursue anyone else. I think I heard we prevent a lot of crime doing that.
Hi, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing okay. I'm in the middle of something. Can you leave a card?
Yeah, yeah, flyer. Right, but some stuff down.
Did someone make a call and schedule you?
No.
No. Okay.
We're just a canvassing company. We go around neighborhoods canvassing, so we give out free quotes and free inspections on all exterior work. So,
Okay. Thank you.
yes, sir.
I need a new t-shirt. I need to change shirts. So,
Evacuation still remains in place. It's still a very dangerous situation for residents here living under the specter of all this. Send it back to you.
That was NBC Steve Patterson reporting. Well, the sad state of the Oroville Dam maybe should not surprise anybody. Joining us now, Philip K. Howard, founder of Common Good. He has written extensively
Why am I
on the
shirt
importance
making
of
this, dude?
repairing America's infrastructure and why fixing America's regulatory regime may be key to getting that done. The book, the author of the book, The Rule of Nobody, which I recommended, as you had you on for the main time. In 1990,
Kenny Wayne
came within a
and all them. I think most of ours are framed, dragged along, and forced. I confirmed it. So just let them go. Let me shirt. Same game plan. Moving forward, everything is good. Can you our market or stocks? So yeah, she's non-peaceful progress. The way peaceful progress are, that's the game plan, and are they favor my mind?
The president still has confidence in his national security.
That's the game plan. That's how we're doing things. We can't hold favor my mind group. Offices all over the rest of the place. Y'all are badass too. I love y'all.